Hey, it's Nadine here. I'm sitting in a beautiful place here in Noumea, New Caledonia, enjoying some French food and wine and culture. People are so friendly here, so I personally highly recommend it. It's only a 2-hour flight from Brisbane, and it's another world. Um, oh no, they start building here. I'll say it's so peaceful and quiet here, and then they start um, building and making the buildings nicer. Um, what I was called to still make a video for this week is I've been thinking about intuition, and at the moment I can see that a lot of people, the way things are having more intuition than ever, that you really get these feelings that you can't explain, and that you sometimes know there's something off. And at the same time, when you're doing a lot of spiritual work, you also don't want to be judgmental. It happened to me yesterday. There were people, they were, quite drinking quite a bit. They were having fun. They had 2 kids with them. And they started being very friendly towards us. And I had no idea why. And I straight away, my intuition said, they don't have the money on them to pay. And I was like, oh, Nadine, you're being judgmental. Just, control, Alt, delete. I forgot about it all. And about half an hour later, I said to my husband, I can't see the mother. He said, no, she's got to walk back in her bathing suit all the way back to the hotel. Because we were like in a little township there, all the way back to the hotel to get the credit card because they didn't have money on them to pay. And I'm like, it was so weird that I have a habit often when I get downloads and you straight away know there's something like this or something like that. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to be a fear mongrel either. Like, especially being a female, we often look at what can go wrong and where do I need to protect, like towards animals, towards things we feel responsible for our own safety. I mean, maybe you guys not, but I've been, attacked more than once, and it's something that's built in. It's something that you just have to learn to live with and find the balance without the fear, the false evidence appearing real, making you in a person that stays there and that goes into victim land, because that is not a good space to be. That's where nice things don't happen. So what you really want to do is you want to go to a place where you are powerful and you use your intuition to make right decisions, to say, okay, now I know this is the time to go forward. This is the person I want to go forward with. And you learn that by having access to discernment. There's a very big difference between judging and discernment. And often that is not clear. These days, everybody easily feels judged. And I think a lot of us have old wounds coming up from when we were a kid and, oh, I wasn't good enough, and I certainly had a dream about it also last night, where my mother was still alive in the dream, and she wouldn't come out. And I was quite ill, and she wouldn't come out and check on me. And then when I was thinking about that this morning, I thought, yeah, because she committed suicide, I felt that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthwhile to stick around and see grow up. She said, I'm out of here. I don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore. I never want to see you again. Because that's what happens when they're dead. They never see you again. And I think she's actually coming back to a level where I can talk to her, because she was very far away. Only when she had just gone through it all, I had a couple of things that came true. That's my alarm. I have to start a Zoom soon. And then it was gone. Like, she went to this place for healing her soul, and I respected that. And I did a lot of work on myself, on forgiveness, and every soul goes through its own path. And I know I had chosen for that experience to deal with that, what that would be like. So there was no me judging her for being bad, just she was who she was, and that was how it was meant to be. And I had to learn my lessons in that. So yeah, I can't go on much longer. I'm going to say have an amazing week. I can feel there's a nice watery feminine energy around us. So go with the flow. And if you suddenly have strong intuitions, I would suggest write about them. And then afterwards you can read it and go, oh yeah, that's what was happening. And this is how I dealt with it. And you can sharpen your ability for discernment. Sending you lots and lots of love, and talk to you next week.